So why are people losing money in pre-construction condos? Right now in 2024 and 25, let's say. We're in 25 right now. But people have been having a hard time selling their pre-sale condos in the market right now, whether it's an assignment or after completion right now in 2025. And you're probably seeing all the headlines of negative news around people losing money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and just the negative doom and gloom around pre-construction. To be very honest with you, it's the exact opposite right now as a buyer in this market. And this is not what you're going to hear from most agents. But I'm telling you because I do this day in, day out. And I do feel like if you're a consumer on the other end, listening to all this stuff, you're getting robbed of the opportunity to even get into a good pre-sale investment right now when the opportunity is probably one of the best opportunities you're going to find. You're getting units like below resale market. But let's talk about why people are losing money in the assignment market right now. I talked about this in another video about the rule of 5%. Follow this rule and you'll never lose money in pre-sales. And the reason why I say this is people paid too much money in the pre-sale market for a product that wasn't obviously ready, and the market didn't catch up to that price point. It's that fucking simple. I don't want to complicate it for you guys, but it's that simple. People paid too much. They got caught up into the hype of the project, hype of the market, and they paid too much. Guys, it's the same scenario on the resale side. It's not just the pre-sale condos. I know all these videos that you're going to see on YouTube and everywhere, and content you're hearing is all about why pre-sales are bad, pre-construction is bad. There's a reason why pre-construction condos exist. If it wasn't a lucrative investment for investors and for developers to make money and for everybody to have a home on completion, these developments would not exist. Every single person that's mostly sharing these insights onto you, just go down into their feed from 21, 22. These were the same people blowing up, buy now, invest in Surrey Central right now, you will lose out type of thing. All these headlines, all these kind of taglines are there to catch your attention. And then you click on it and then you think that that's what's actually happening in the market. It's the exact opposite of what's happening in the market right now. The doom and gloom is the aftermath of what happened in 21, 22. All the mistakes people made in that time. They paid too much for a product that wasn't ready and the market didn't catch up to it. It's that fucking simple. I don't want to complicate it for you guys, but I want you to really look past that point and say, okay, if I'm a buyer, if I'm an investor, and I'm looking at, okay, where is the market going in the next 3 to 4 years? It's very simple, okay? If you buy a condo that's 2 years old and you're getting it for $500,000 and you have an opportunity to buy a pre-sale condo, same size, same price with a 3-year completion, where do you want to put the money? Because this will give you a 3-year in construction time, paying the same price point. This will be a 5-year-old condo. This will be a brand new condo in 3 years. Does that not make sense? To a lot of people, it may not, but I'm being dead honest with you. I do this day in, day out. I don't do just the odd deals. I live this market. I'm in this. I buy investments myself. I'm buying right now. I bought 2 units in 2024. It's a very simple math. I want time in the market without having a mortgage for as long as possible. If the project gets delayed for about a year, I don't care. I'm 4 years in the project instead of 3 years. It's about time in the market. And to be very honest with you, I have no cost of carrying that property for 4 years. I put my 10%, 15% deposit, whatever it is, mostly it's 10%, and then I'm holding that property for 4 years. The deficit that's coming in 2028 is going to give people the reality check that they wish they had right now, because there isn't going to be much finished product because of all these doom and gloom and people just being negative on the market. And of course, it's a tough time for a lot of people to buy just because of the environment we're in with regards to cash flows and people not just, making enough money and the cost of living. But for the ones that have the money, the ones that are investors, I urge you, look past these videos, look past these people. These people do not do pre-sales. They don't have clientele that works in the pre-sale market. Go down into their feed and look at the videos that they have made in 21, 22. These were the same people pumping up pre-sale condos back then. I've been on the same stance from day one. I haven't made YouTube videos back in the day. But if you go into my Instagram feed, you'll see this was end of 2021 and spring of 2022. I was screaming out of my lungs and I was saying, Surrey Central is too expensive. Don't buy Surrey Central at $11.50 a square foot. You will not make money. Best case scenario, you'll break even. It's all playing out. I know this game inside out. I sit with developers. I sit with them and discuss these things and see what's happening, what's forecasted, how much inventory is coming. Developers have, I was talking to a developer the other day, they have 4,000 units coming to market over the next 4 to 6 years. 4,000 units. They're not going to come cheap. And you know what they're saying? They're releasing 2 or 3 buildings right now. And they said, Uzair, these ones are at a cost for us. We're probably making a little bit of money, but our money's not made here. We just want to get past this point and be able to build these condos and then move on to next phases. That's where we're going to make our money. That's where the prices are going to go up. As soon as the tide turns, everybody's going to run to pre-sales. Because when inventory gets suppressed, that's where people run to. People are like, why would I want to buy an older condo? I would just rather go buy a brand new condo. And not everybody is buying a pre-sale condo. And if you think about where things are going in regards to the ruling of the government or the new laws coming out, it's all going to favor developers, whether you like it or not. Every single time a government comes up with a new regulation or rule, it always favors developers. They call them stakeholders. I worked for the government for 10 years. I know how this plays out. They will always take care of their stakeholders. It's very simple. But the thing is, not a lot of people can give you that depth insight on what's actually happening. Most of them don't sell pre-sales. Most of them don't get calls from developers to say, hey, we want your insight on this. Where's the market at? What's happening? We're thinking about this. We have 4,000 units coming. These agents do not go sit with developers. They do enough volume to get these conversations. They don't do enough volume to understand how this game works. And to be very honest with you, most of these guys are at brokerages that don't even pay them commissions if they do a pre-sale deal. So why would they be motivated to sell a pre-sale condo? But you know what they do like to do? Is they like to get their clicks. They like to get their views because it's easy to get clicks on the negative. But I want you, if you're a serious person who's like, I need to get my first home or I need to put money into real estate and I want to find ways to make an investment, I urge you, talk to somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. It's that simple. But in regards to the assignment of contract, it's very simple, guys. There's nothing complicated about this. They paid too much. The market didn't catch up. They're losing money on. There's nothing more complicated than this. It's very plain and simple. So if you can look past those things, I think there's a big opportunity when it comes to the pre-sale market. And to be very honest with you, I'm working with 2 projects right now, one in Langley, one in Abbotsford. They're both selling below resale market. So the resale product is selling for a certain price point, and these projects are below this with a 3-year completion time. It's a no-brainer. Like, I'm being dead honest with you. It's a no-brainer. I'm buying another unit in Abbotsford, and I'm happy to hold that property. I buy them with the mindset that I'm going to hold them through construction 3 years, and then on completion, I'm going to close on these properties, rent them out. That simple. I have no plans of selling them for at least 5 years. I only make investments when I know I can ride this out for 5 years. It could be 3 years in construction, 2 years in construction, and then it's 3 years in after mortgage time, or it's 3 years or 4 years in construction, then 1 year after holding. I want a 5-year hold time minimum in any pre-sale property. And I'm always looking for opportunity where it's going to be tier 1 pricing, cheapest price points, and then we just buy 7, 8, 10 units and we're done, because then the developers start to raise prices. If you really want to know what's happening, just honestly, guys, just hit the subscribe button. I make these videos. I want to give you guys insights that I don't think you're going to find anywhere else. Somebody who does volume, somebody who does this day in, day out, it's very rare to find people that actually have that experience. And I'm happy to share this with you guys. And I want to make sure that I give you guys insights on this. Don't think you're going to find anywhere else. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you want more details or you want to chat one-on-one, the link is in the description, and I will see you in the next video.